Hello, my name is Desiree, or avocado_circles, and welcome. Today I have 2 sketchbook pages for you. I feel like I haven't recorded a sketchbook page in a while. I don't know, something about these ones, I just kind of felt like it was time, you know? So for the one that you're watching right now, you may notice that I already have something on the page. That's because I didn't know what I wanted to do for the page until I did the little thing in the bottom. So down there, that's a sticker. My fiance keeps bringing home labels from work that are blank, and I keep eating them the fuck up. So I decided to draw Vic down there. I used the beginning of some clear packing tape, like with the arrows and stuff, which I think looks so freaking good. Then I was like, you know what? I kind of really want to make a sticker like I used to do in the past. So I'm not sure if it's like, I don't know, a very common thing to do, but I think I saw it on TikTok so long ago. I'm not even on TikTok anymore, so I don't remember the creator, and there's probably tutorials on it if you just look up like packing tape, like tape sticker, something. I'm sure there's a tutorial out there. But I'll give you like the rinky-dink version of, if you take some wax paper, put some packing tape directly onto the wax paper, and then put your drawing on top of the wax paper. No, if you put your drawing on top of the tape that you just laid down, just make sure that there's like a border of tape like jutting out past your drawing, and then layer more tape on top to seal it in, and then bam, you have a sticker. Just peel it off the wax paper and put it wherever the you want. Easy, fun. So I decided to draw Lee and use my alcohol markers because I've been dying to like use alcohol markers again. And this time I think I ate it the fuck up. I really like how the sticker turned out, although I wish his neck didn't look like the threat of a horror game. I don't know if that makes sense. It looks a little long. It looks a little long, but I wanted to draw him cooking, so I did, and I used my Ohuhu alcohol markers, Copics, like just I used some Milos as well. I used just whatever fucking alcohol markers I had on hand. I've been cursing a lot. And then my Ecoline gray brush pens that come in a set of 5. I've been having a lot of fun using the grays in my art lately, as I think you can tell. I was using the mild liner highlighters a lot before, which I should revisit because those are fun to use too. But these are usually a little bit of a lighter color, which I like. So yeah, I wanted to draw Lee cooking. I figured that he's in his apartment, and honestly, I have a big fear of giving backgrounds color, so the most color that's in the background is like the maybe red twinge of the burner being on, because he's turning a little pot. It's supposed to be steamy, but I don't think I achieved that very well either. But I really like how this drawing turned out. I feel like it's very cute. I used my sparkly red highlighter to make his like jacket sparkly. There was like no reason to do that, but I like it. It's fine. Oh, and also I really like how I blended his hair into his skin. I feel like I've had a historically bad time doing that traditionally, but this time it kind of slays. So, yeah. Oh, and little I guess like tip, if you like the look of just paper doilies, get them at the dollar store. I got a pack of 32 of like varying sizes of paper doilies, and I think I've hardly even made a dent in them. Wonderful investment if you like scrapbooking, and you can also technically draw on the center section of this like little doily, but it's fine. And then drew a little feather because in my previous page that I streamed on Twitch, by the way, go check it out there. I don't stream very often, but when I do, it's a great time. I discovered that feathers are my favorite thing to draw ever, just freehand, so that was fun. I like how this page turned out. It's a little emptier than I usually would do, but I think I was having like a little bit of a rough creative day, so I don't know, it was cute. I liked it. And then moving on to the next page. When I tell you, I think this is my favorite page in the whole sketchbook. Just saying. Same deal. with this page, by the way. I forgot to record the beginning of me, like, actually, like, assembling the page, but I set myself up to have a very gorgeous scrapbooking moment. I wanted to have a drawing that goes over the grid, but I didn't want to draw on the grid, so I ended up just kind of doing a little bit of brainstorming and, like, collecting my stuff. That green grid paper has to be my favorite scrapbook paper ever, and I'm so sad that I don't have any more than I do, because it was a gift from my almost mom-in-law. I had a very, like, really good Pinterest reference this time, and it gave me the idea that I haven't really drawn Kage and Joel very often, just, like, interacting, but also just period. So I decided to draw them together in this pose. I thought, I can't really tell you what canon event, but this is them interacting during a canon event that happens in their story. Joel and Kage are friends. They're very cute together. They're very cute when they are able to interact with each other without drama. Like, they don't have drama between each other. It's just that, like, Joel works for Yolanda and Kage works for Kaya, and that causes issues, as always. Anytime Yolanda's involved in a situation, it's just gonna cause issues, and that's just what it is. It's fine. But I wanted to draw them interacting with each other because, like, I love them. They are so cute. Kage, which, oh my gosh, this is a new piece of information, I think. Kage, no, it's not. I said this before. I'll re-say it. Kage is my technical self-insert for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012. I love her so much. She has evolved to be someone that's not even close to me in personality now, so that's awesome. She takes a lot more leaps and jumps and, like, gambles than I think I ever would, ever now. She's almost died multiple points in the story, like, in our new story. Me and my fiance is not Ninja Turtles. Although she's almost died in Ninja Turtles a lot too. I love angst. Did you know? Angst is, like, has gotta be a top tier thing to think about, because I feel like my life is so boring. I feel like I lead such a boring life. I make silly little videos for you guys, which I love you, by the way. If you would like and subscribe, that would be awesome. But I make silly little YouTube videos that make me giggle and laugh while I make and edit them, and then I post them to the world, and that's just my life. I live at home. Like, I impatiently wait for my fiance to come back through the door, as if I'm like a dog and I don't know where he's gone. I don't know, I have a lot of free time, I guess that is to say. I get to spend a lot of my time doing exactly what I love, which is drawing and thinking about just my characters. And this is something, like, I don't know, I've wanted to do this for so long that, like, it's almost weird that I'm able to now. I'm mostly able to. Once I can start, like, fully supporting myself in this endeavor, then I will be able to commit, like, every ounce of my being to it. But for now, like, I'm able to commit a lot more time than I've ever been able to, just for my craft and getting better and becoming a stronger artist and a stronger storyteller. I didn't realize how proud of myself I was. Anyway, something else I do on this page, or well, the way I colored in Joel and Kage was very satisfying to me. I think I was able to portray Joel's and Kage's separate hair textures very well with just the black pen. I know it's a little small on the screen, and I do apologize for that, but I quite enjoy their poses, although Kage's right leg looks like it is protruding out of her abdomen, or like the middle of her, rather, which I don't quite enjoy, and I noticed it after I lined it, so I can't really go back and fix it, but, you know, things I'll improve on next time I draw a pose like that. Anatomy is a toughie, but I do enjoy how I colored them. I enjoy that I had Kage be the only splash of real color on the page, using green for her shirt. I used the, oh my gosh, I could give you the brand. Colorful highlighter, doesn't really say much. It's a Faber-Castell, like, quote-unquote metallic highlighter. The color specifically that I used was Precious Green. I think I got these highlighters at Ross, and when I first got them, I hated them. They were the worst ever. I don't know, like, I used them and I was just like, these aren't metallic. They're just, like, glittery. This sucks. Now I love them. I've been using them in my sketchbook, a lot for just, like, random splooshes of color, because I don't know, something about a limited color palette is really satisfying. And it's something that I don't usually play around with unless I'm working with traditional media. So the next character I decided to draw was Auburn, after I stuck a couple more things to the page. Also, the flowery sticky notes were also from my mother-in-law, almost mother-in-law. So everyone in the comments say thank you, Desiree's mom-in-law, almost. Thank you, Desiree's fiance's mom. That was awesome. She provided me with such cool materials. I love her so much. She's so kind and fun. But I drew Auburn using his ability. I think I have featured, or if I didn't feature it, I guess this is the first feature of his ability. I will not be explaining it to you. I'm sorry. I guess I will say every single one of my characters that I make has some sort of ability, and each one of them are unique to them. How it works and how it functions and like what it even is, you know. Gosh, I want to talk about it, but like I can't. There's like certain plot points that happen that like rely on the viewer not knowing the ability and figuring it out themselves as the story goes on, and figuring it out with the other characters who are also trying to suss each other out. I don't know. It's cool. I swear it's cool. But I had a lot of fun drawing Auburn, although you know how I mentioned my favorite pen? Did I mention it? I think I'll mention my favorite pen. My favorite pen ever, to ever exist, I think, is a Unipin Fine Line brush pen. I love this thing so much. It says it is water and fade proof, and when I tell you this thing dries like so incredibly fast, I love this pen so much. I use it for like almost literally everything in my sketchbook. If I'm like, man, I need to line something, it's probably a Unipin pen of some sort. I was actually surprised to find that I could use the pen on the sticky note I used, because it's one of those transparent sticky notes, so I was kind of worried that it wouldn't like work too well, and honestly, it didn't work too well. I was like, it was starting to dry out my pen, and I was like, no, I know I have one more, but please. I want this to last like decades, universes. This needs to survive the collapse of a freaking star, please. So yeah, I drew Auburn doing a cool, I'm sure you could guess, Pinterest pose, and finished up the page with the rest of the scrapbooky stuff, and yeah. That about does it. Thank you so much for watching this shorter video. I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, because that would help me be able to maybe commit to doing more than one video a week. Just posting on Fridays at 9 a.m. EST is preferable for me right now. However, I don't know if the demand is there. You guys let me know. And, yeah. Bye.